This is hands down the worst debate I've ever seen handled by moderators. I don't even know what company ran this debate. Was it NBC, Rob? Who was it that did this? I don't even know who it was. Let the flipping people talk.
Is it League of Women
We're not there to listen to the moderators. We're there to listen to these guys talk. There's a reason why Trump's podcast got hundreds of millions of views, because we want 7-minute answers, 3-minute answers. What the hell was this all about, NBC New York? This was a shit show of a debate. We want to hear them, not you. Let them give their answers. The moment 10 seconds into the answers, they're being interrupted. I want to hear what they have to say, not what you have to say. So, I don't know.
Someone sounds mad. So I wanted to originally go over a highlight video with Mamdani's debate performance. He destroyed. I don't agree with a lot of things Mamdani says, but debate-wise, this man destroyed. And I was going to make a video of it at first with all the highlights. Then I saw the PBD's video on it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I should just post my reaction to that, because I love seeing how upset they are that Mamdani is literally about to become a mayor. A Muslim socialist from Africa about to become a mayor of the biggest city in the United States. Gotta love it. Let's watch.
This format is horrible. New York City deserves better. Everybody deserves better. But having said that, when you watch this debate, there's a moment at the end of the debate when they're trying to have some fun. And they say, if you go to such and such place, the bodega, to have breakfast, what would you order? I would order this, and no salt. Okay, great. If you have a choice between going to a Mets playoff game and going to a Knicks game, what do you go to? Okay? So Sliwa says, I would not go to the Mets game because I'm a true Yankees fan, and I would go watch the Knicks play. Then they ask Mamdani. Before Mamdani answers, Cuomo answers. You know what Cuomo answers? He says, I would go half the game to the Mets and half the game to the Knicks. You know you won't do that. Yeah. And you know what Mamdani says? Mamdani says, that's the problem with you. Stop playing politics. What do you want to watch? What do you like? Yeah. You know, are you a Yankees guy? Are you a Mets guy? Are you a Knicks guy? Just tell us how you feel. Yeah. People respect. That's why I'm telling you, like Katie was the villain. Yep. Just state that. Tell us exactly what you stand for. But anyways,
what did Mamdani say? What game is he going to?
He said he's going to the Knicks game is what he would do. He wouldn't even think about it. He says he's going to the Knicks game. Is this the moment, Rob? Yeah, play this clip. It's a 37-second clip. Go ahead, Rob.
But the Mets are playing Game 7 of the World Series on the same night as the Knicks are playing Game 7 of the NBA Championship, and you can only go to one. Which one will it be, Mr. Sliwa?
Again, which baseball team?
This is the Mets, Game 7, Knicks.
Okay, PBD's podcast doesn't say this, but I gotta say it. So this Sliwa guy, half the debate, he couldn't hear what the guys were saying. He's like, wait, what did you say? Can you repeat that?
Game 7 even.
I'm not going to the Mets game. I'm a Yankee fan. True baseball fans either like one or the other. I'm going to the Knicks game. That's my team, the Knicks.
Mr. Cuomo?
I'm going to go half and half. I can make it back and forth.
All right. And Mr. Mamdani?
This is what New Yorkers are sick of. Just pick a team.
What's
Come
your
on.
answer?
I'd be there for the Knicks.
Okay.
He's just killing him. Not only did Cuomo give a very diplomatic answer, which people hate. By the way, people can see that right away, and they can smell that from a mile away. And the thing with Mamdani is that he calls him out on it. A lot of people might not have caught that, but he caught it, and he called him out on it, and that's why Cuomo's just getting embarrassed in this debate. Also, I haven't been watching Cuomo really since, remember everyone during COVID, he became like a big superstar going against Trump and all that. I remember him then. Right now, he looked so much older and so much he lost a lot of weight. I couldn't recognize him for a second.
Go back to the 5-second, and I hate to do this because my brain is wired. Go to 5 seconds. All right. Go to 5 seconds, all the way to the 5 seconds. Okay. I think it's a little bit inappropriate for the hand signal lady to do this. Keep going.
In Game 7 of the NBA Championship, and you can only go to one. Which one will it be, Mr. Sliwa?
Again, which baseball team?
This is the Mets, Game 7, Knicks, Game 7. Even.
I'm not going to the Mets game. I'm a Yankee fan. True baseball fans.
Pause. So this is like pick a team.
She did the Trump dance.
Pick a team. Why can't you pick a team, right? She's doing the Trump dance there. I can't be serious watching it, just at least be serious about it. But what is this one here, Rob?
This is Cuomo talking about Mamdani's first job being mayor.
This is a great clip. Go ahead. This is a great clip.
He literally has never had a job. On his resume, it says he interned for his mother. This is not a job for a first-timer. Any day, you could have a hurricane, you have, God forbid, a 9/11, a health pandemic. If you don't know
Thank
what
you,
you're
Mr.
doing,
Cuomo.
people
We have to
could
move on.
die.
Mr. Mamdani,
Yeah.
want to respond?
And if we have a health pandemic, then why would New Yorkers turn back to the governor who sent seniors to their death in nursing homes? That's the kind of experience that's on offer here today. What I don't have an experience, I make up for in integrity. And what you don't have in integrity, you could never make up for in experience.
Ooh, what a fire zinger. When I heard that while watching it for the first time, I was like, hold on. How long was he holding that one in his back pocket, just waiting for the right time to use it? The thing is, he's overprepared. Cuomo did not prep nearly as much as this guy. This guy, Mamdani, knew that Cuomo was going to use his experience against him. And so Mamdani had a bunch of weapons just ready to put him at him. So what was the quote he just said? What I lack in experience, I can make up for with integrity. And what you lack in integrity, you could never make it up with experience. Wow, what a zinger. Just embarrass him right off the bat. Right off the
That is.
I don't even think you could come back from that. Like, what do you do, dude? This dude's just walking all over these guys. Yikes. And it looks like PBD Podcast is kind of fanboying over Mamdani.
A four-seam fastball
That is
rose
the Trump
and
you'd
caught
be
him
in
in the
jail
chin.
moment. That's the you'd be in jail moment. That's the Hillary.
Oh, that's
Like, I gotta admit, I did not watch any Mamdani debates up until now. I knew he was becoming a big deal. I just never really watched a debate. When I watched this, it's very clear why he's gotten so far. This guy knows how to talk.
because
Listen,
you
be
with
in
the
jail.
finger up like this.
You know
because
what is
you'd
funny?
Be in jail.
You know what? As much as that was a victory for Mamdani,
Yes.
you know, who do you think would make a better mayor for New York City, Cuomo or Mamdani?
Cuomo.
It's not even a
No,
question.
of course.
It's not even a question.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know that. Cuomo wasn't the best governor either.
That he would make a better mayor for. It's like, yeah, $6 billion for this, $5 billion for this. Where are you going to come up with this? Well, we're going to tax the rich, and we're going to do this by how much? Are we going to
1%,
Well,
2%.
we're going to do this. No, this is not how it works. And by the way, this is another clip. Israel, Gaza, New York City. Go ahead, Rob.
In the Democratic primary, for him to set foot in a mosque, he had more than 10 years, and he couldn't name a single.
Also, something that I've learned in my debating class is that the color of the clothes you wear means a lot. The darker the suit, the more power you display, the more authority you display. This is a very well-known thing in debates. In fact, a lot of people say that Trump wears darker suits, or in general, he wore darker suits because it shows authority in these debates. Look at how dark Mamdani's suit is, and look at Cuomo's suit. Like, Mamdani just looks like he's in control here.
Mosque at the last debate we had that he visited. And what Muslims want in this city is what every community wants and deserves. They want equality and they want respect. And it took me to get you to even see those Muslims as part of this city. And that, frankly, is something that is shameful and is why so many New Yorkers have lost faith in this politics.
Yeah, except
You know,
that is totally false. I worked with the Muslim community for many years.
Name a single mosque you went to when you were the governor. Can you name a single mosque you went to in 10 years?
Before you were ever here. They were
Before I was here.
Before you were even in state government. I worked with
Okay.
the Muslim community.
Yeah.
Imams presided over State of the States. We worked in religious working groups,
You couldn't
tolerance
visit a
groups,
mosque.
anti-Semitic groups,
Okay.
etc.
All right, gentlemen.
Cuomo looked really weak here, man. And there's another question. Cuomo was actually stuttering. It was a question about business. And if a big business is leaving New York, how would you have him stay? And Cuomo looked extremely weak here. That clip is not in this video. I wish it was, but man, you guys got to go watch it if you're interested.
Okay, so that's the other part, okay, which is like, hey, right now they're trying to see who's going to get the Muslim vote and who's going to get the Jewish vote. So it's kind of weird because you have to find a way to both
Play.
you know
It's
what I'm
such a
saying?
on the
Rob,
fence.
do you have the part when they ask them about Israel and things like that? Do you have any?
The thing is, Muslim vote probably will get a lot more votes coming in, but the Jewish vote will probably get a lot more funding and money coming in. That's crazy. Anyways, just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you do your part, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get our message out there, change more minds. Please do your part, and let's continue.
Anything on that?
I can grab one.
Yeah, I thought there was something on that they went back and forth with on Hamas. Because Rob, if you don't mind playing the one where he couldn't say anything about Hamas first, and then they brought it back up on the debate. I don't know which clip it was. I think you have it, Rob. That they're going back and forth with it, and then all of a sudden he comes back and he's like, "Well, Do you know which one I'm talking about, Rob?
From Fox News, from the interview that he did the day before?
The day before.
Oh, yeah,
that
right
one
here.
right there. Go ahead, Rob.
Into one that's affordable for each and every New Yorker.
But, okay, and I want to get to that, absolutely. But do you believe that Hamas should lay down their weapons and leave the leadership in Gaza?
I believe that any future here in New York City is one that we have to make sure that's affordable for all. And as it pertains to Israel and Palestine, that we have to ensure that there is peace.
Wait, what?
And that is the future that we have to fight for.
But you won't say that Hamas should lay down their arms and give up leadership in Gaza.
I don't really have opinions about the future of Hamas and Israel beyond the question of justice and safety and the fact that anything has to abide by international law. And that applies to Hamas, that applies to the Israeli military, applies to anyone you could ask me about.
Okay. One last thought on that. You have said that you would arrest Netanyahu if he came to the United States. You've been very outspoken.
Into one that's affordable for each and every
right.
New Yorker.
He actually said
Did
if
he
he came
answer
to New
that
York,
one?
he would
He
arrest
said
him.
that. Can you go to that clip, Rob? There's a clip of him saying that.
You
Is
said
this
that you
it?
would arrest Netanyahu if he came to the United States. You've been very outspoken in your criticism of him. Do you stand by that? You would arrest him if he came here, if you were mayor?
I've said that this is a city that believes in international law, and this is a city that wants to uplift and uphold those beliefs. The Prime
The United
Minister...
States doesn't stand by the International Criminal Court.
It hasn't signed the treaty for the International Criminal Court. The International Criminal Court, however, has issued a warrant for the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu,
But
as
what
it
grounds
has...
in the United States could you arrest him on?
As it has for Vladimir Putin. I've said that I believe that we should uphold arrest warrants by the International Criminal Court and that you should do so only in abiding with all of the laws in front of us. I'm not going to make a new law to ensure that we can
do you
actually
think that
do this.
Commissioner Tisch would allow you to arrest Netanyahu in New York City?
I've appreciated Commissioner Tisch's leadership of the NYPD, and I think that she's done a good job at lowering crime across the city.
But do you think that she would go along with arresting Netanyahu in New York?
I can tell you that I'm going to exhaust every legal option in front of me, not to make new laws to do so.
Let me tell you guys, I don't care what anybody says. I respect the hell out of him that he's going on Fox News, staying poised, giving his answers. Love him or hate him, that's what he believes in.
Wow, PBD podcast changing up on this guy, huh? They're hating on him a lot. This guy's capturing hearts.
Period. He's, by the way, are you sensing him breathe hard when he's giving
Nope,
his? You
not
know
at
why
all.
he's not breathing hard? Because that's exactly what he believes in.
Yep,
That's right.
So again, remember, you have to respect it.
I do.
And if New York City votes him in,
There are, Pat. It's on the,
one of the questions they ask on the debate.
The dude's gonna win. I mean, unless Trump meddles with the election and does something crazy, I don't see any way Mamdani doesn't win the New York election.
It's like, hey, there's this person, this lady who runs a company in New York City. She's got 1,000 employees. She's thinking about leaving the state of New York, leaving New York City. What would you do to keep her here? At the end of the debate, they actually asked the question about keeping companies here. Rob, I sent you a couple of these clips. If you don't mind going to a couple of these, the $9 billion says, I'm going to raise taxes by $9 billion in New York City. Go ahead and share this, Rob.
The question is how you'll make them free.
We will fund the revenue that would have otherwise been brought in from fares. And that's something that we would do in partnership with Albany. And I've put forward two proposals. The first is to raise taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers by 2%. That would raise $4 billion. The second is to raise the state's top corporate tax rate to match that of New Jersey, which would raise $5 billion.
We're going to
raise the taxes of New York City by $9 billion. Whatever way you look at this, folks, that means the $9 billion is going out of the pockets of New York City to the government to see what they're going to be doing with that. Yeah. If that excites you, awesome. Yeah. Let's celebrate staying in.
Well, it's taking money out of the New York elite, the billionaires, the top 1%, right? And it's going to go into the pocket of the government, which is very inefficient. But the majority of New York is not rich billionaires. The majority of New York are people that are middle class or lower, frankly. And so I think it probably excites them. There's a reason Mamdani's winning. That's just my opinion, just being very objective here.
New York City. If it doesn't,
if you enjoyed that video, YouTube says you'll love this video right here. And also go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. It only takes 1 second to do. Only about 5 or 6% of you are subscribed to my channel. Go ahead and press it. It's free. It takes a second. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.